Okay, so there's this massive question hanging over the entire tech world right now. And to get to the bottom of it, we're going to look at what the guy at the very top, Google's CEO Sundar Pichai, has to say.
I mean, you can feel it, right? We are in the middle of a huge AI explosion. The excitement is just off the charts. The money flying around is insane, which brings up the big critical question. Is all this hype for real, or are we riding a massive wave that's about to come crashing down?
So to really get a handle on the risk here, we've got to first appreciate just how big this boom is. And let me tell you, the amount of money pouring into AI right now, it's just staggering.
Just look at this. This here alone, shares in Alphabet, Google's parent company, have jumped by something like 46%. I mean, wow. That is a massive vote of confidence from the market. It's a textbook sign of an AI gold rush.
And you know who agrees? The man himself. Sundar Pichai calls this exact moment extraordinary. That one word really just captures all the optimism that's fueling this whole revolution.
So why all the excitement? Well, investors are betting big time. They're looking at giants like Google and thinking, yeah, they have the muscle to go head-to-head with pioneers like OpenAI, the folks behind ChatGPT. And it's that fierce competition that is just sending valuations into the stratosphere.
Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting. The very same guy who's calling this an extraordinary moment is also the one raising a red flag. So that brings us right back to the central question, doesn't it? If everything is so great, why are we suddenly hearing the word bubble getting thrown around? And here it is, straight from Pichai. He gives this really stark warning. If this whole AI boom goes bust, no company will be left unscathed. Not a single one. Not even Google. I mean, that is a serious reality check coming from the absolute heart of it all.
But you gotta understand, there's some nuance here. He's not just trying to be a doomsayer. He actually admits that he's seeing elements of irrationality in the market. He even says that as an industry, yeah, there are moments we overshoot. And get this, he says that includes Google too. Pretty honest.
So to really wrap our heads around what he means, we actually need to rewind a bit. Because, this isn't the first time we've seen this kind of crazy hype around a brand new technology.
And the parallel he's drawing is, well, it's the dot-com era. Think back to the late 90s. You had massive investment, absolutely insane market valuations, and then a really painful crash. The AI boom today, it looks eerily similar in those first two stages. And that's exactly why people are getting nervous.
And that's basically the textbook definition of a tech bubble, right? It's when pure excitement and speculation, what Pichai calls excess investment, push prices way beyond what the actual technology is worth, at least in the short term.
But here's the crucial lesson Pichai points to from that whole dot-com mess. Yes, the bubble burst. A lot of companies went under. But today, would anybody question whether the internet was profound or whether it had a massive impact? No way.
So here's the main takeaway, the big idea. You can have market froth and a legitimate world-changing technological transformation happening at the very same time. Just because the market gets messy doesn't mean the tech itself isn't the real deal.
Okay, so if you're Google and you believe that, how do you navigate this? How do you separate all the market hype and the fear from the actual fundamental shift in technology that's happening?
Well, you do it with action, not just words. It's about putting your money where your mouth is. And that's exactly what Google's doing, pledging a whopping $6.5 billion for AI in the UK over the next couple of years. Now that is a powerful statement about their long-term belief.
And look, this isn't just some abstract number on a press release. That money is going into the real, nitty-gritty stuff, the fundamentals. We're talking about building out the core infrastructure that AI needs to run, funding brand new research to see what's possible, and even training their next-gen models right there in Britain.
So what does all this tell us? It signals a strategy that is looking way past the day-to-day ups and downs of the stock market. This is all about the long game. It's about focusing on that profound technological shift that Pichai is so sure AI represents, just like the internet did before it.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating thought to chew on. If the dot-com crash was really just the messy, chaotic birth of the internet world we live in now, then is today's AI bubble, with all its craziness and hype, just the messy birth of our next reality? It's a pretty powerful idea to think about.